What's going on, everyone? It is I, your friendly neighbor 5 Bunyan here, and in today's video, like every single Fortnite review video that I do, I want to go over my thoughts and opinions of Chapter 4 Season 2, the Mega Season. And to summarize the season, I'm going to give this a 9 point out of 10. Because the main reason why I think it's a 9 point out of 10 is mostly because of 3 reasons that made this so much fun for me. A, the Star Wars mini event. B, the smart pistol that was introduced. And B, just the general aspect of having the Attack on Titans collab, and of course the Spider-Man web shooters that came in later on in the season that made this way more fun for us all. Like, when I think about it though, every single season 2 of Fortnite seems to be all in with specifically making season 2 the funnest seasons out of all the seasons combined. Like, when we look and date back to the previous season 2 seasons that we've had for like previous chapters, for example, I feel like season 2 seems to be like this aspect of being all in aspect. Like, when we put all the eggs into one basket, it's what makes the season 2 aspect of every single Fortnite chapter so far the funnest ones that we have. And I want to go over specifically on what made those fun for us. So to start off with, let's start off with the Star Wars mini event. During the aspect of probably like 2 to 3 weeks of the Star Wars live event, they literally went all in with this though, bringing in like force abilities like force push, force throw, and force pull for that matter. And what made it more fun though is that if you go through that portal and learn the force ability, you were basically stuck with that force ability for the remainder of the game. So say for example you went through Obi-Wan Kenobi's portal, you basically had the ability to force push those particular players out of the way and send them literally all the way into the storm. Like, during that time, I was literally making lots and lots of people rage for that matter. And literally, I think that was one of the best force abilities that I've used so far in that game. And of course, the aspect of the light event itself. And that's what really made that fun for me, for that matter. The second aspect of what made this fun for me as well was of course the lock-on pistol, but I mostly preferred it as the smart pistol because it mostly locks on to every single person that you go and fight against though. Every like 4 rounds literally hits the target as long as you lock on ADS with that pistol. You're basically in for a fun time though, and literally the enemy wouldn't even have a chance to even react for that matter. And literally the pistol is what carried this season in particular, because every single game and every so often I would literally pick that up over a mythic pistol though. And I am assuming that it will be taken out next season because it's literally the most overpowered thing throughout the course of season 2 for that matter, let's just say. So I mostly used it while I can though, and that's what really carried the season for me though. The smart pistol though, what can I say though? The other thing that obviously carried the season as well was the Attack on Titans collab with the ODM gear and of course the Thunder Spheres. Literally the ODM gear is what mostly carried it as well though, because it was the only like mobility item that we have. It was basically a mix of the Spider-Man web shooters combined with the melee weapons that we also had. And throughout the majority of season 2 it was obviously themed after Tokyo's Mega Season. Since the very start of the season we basically had the so-called kinetic blades, which are obviously katanas. They would obviously use to traverse the map, of course, using the dash effect to sort of like travel, and of course the main melee button itself though. And obviously they were obviously taken out during the making of this video, like about 3 to 4 weeks ago though. That's how long they've been taken out though. So I basically did what I can to make use of this video while I can. And the other aspect that I also really loved though was the miniature island that would spawn halfway through the game, like middle aspect of the game. And if you were to claim that outpost as well, you would obviously get the most ridiculous mythic weapon of them all, the overpulse rifle. And literally the fire rate for that was just absolutely insane for that matter, because if you like ADS or just fired from the hip, firing from the hip was the main reason the weapon was deemed the overpoweredness of weapons. But if you just like ADS for that matter, pinpoint accuracy no matter what though. And boy, was that a lot of fun to use though, let's just say. And it obviously was the main reason why you would only get that midway through the games and that, because it was deemed so overpowered though, that if you were to get it as full loot for that matter, I don't think you would be playing Fortnite ever again, let's just say. So that's basically all I have to say though for this season. So the season rating for me though would be a 9 point out of 10. I was thinking of putting it down to 8 though, because there were some things that I generally didn't like for that matter. But I'm going to give it a 9 point out of 10, mostly because of 4 main reasons: the smart pistol, the Star Wars event, the Attack on Titans collab, and of course the Spider-Man web shooters. And obviously during the making of this video for myself, the spider webs are obviously the second reason that this season got carried, mostly because of the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie, let's just say. And that's all I have to say. And of course, let's talk about the exotics. The exotics, obviously we saw them back the previous season, chapter 4 season 1. They were obviously around in like the heist event, and we obviously had them back as actual weapons we can use. The one weapon that obviously stood out was of course the heisted exotic shotgun, which is obviously the Maven. Bro, you were in for a good time for that if you had that in your hands, let's just say. So that's literally all I have to say so far though for this season. I really enjoyed it, and I also want to thank the people that I played with throughout the entirety of the season. I feel like I mostly played this season with mostly Kelly and Wayne for that matter. I hopefully can play the next season with my old friends like normal and just have a wonderful time. So chapter 4 season 2, my seasonal rating is a 9 out of 10. And if I were to put it in a tier list, it would either be A or B for that matter. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching all my videos. The main reason why I didn't do a lot of videos on my YouTube channel was mostly because I made the transition over to kick.com. I'll leave a link in the description down below to my Kick account. I will honestly give it a follow, because that's where I've been mostly streaming from that time to time. So I hope to see you all over there with more streams like that for season 3. And as always guys, thank you all so much for watching all my videos and of course streams throughout the course of this season, and I have to continue on going forward. So thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of the clips. They're mostly going to be clips of me using the smart pistol just to absolutely make everyone mad for that matter, let's just say. And as always guys, keep it going. Thanks for watching my videos. Be sure to hit that like button and of course hit that subscribe button for that matter. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Triple kill.
Anything you need, I'll get that. Let me take the lead, don't sweat that. If you wanna eat, I'll chef that. Come and move your feet, I'll let that. Anything you need, I'll get that. Let me take the lead. Yeah, cause I got it like that. Flow so smooth like I got it on tap. Yeah, and I'ma say it be a good night while I'm on my Yingling, while I'm drinking Bud Light. Can you get it when you miss me? Like I'm with whiskey, drinking Jim Beam. Yeah, baby, do you do it that way? Do you do that?